playoffs.
Maybe he is. There's a little bit of pressure on old Rich, isn't there, to win that in that lineup.
That's just a bit of fun to him.
It's true. Oh, let's see if we can be heard. Playoffs. Maybe it is. There's a little bit of pressure on old.
Oh man. Hello everybody, good evening, welcome to Shoot Some Shale, powered by D&D Media, and welcome to our watch along with the Row Motor Oil Premiership, as we've got the second leg of the Leicester Lions versus the Sheffield Tigers, and it was a very feisty first leg over on Thursday. Mr. Dill, I'm sure you will agree.
It was a controversial one, and if you ask Sheffield, it was one man's fault.
God's sake, Dodgy Dave.
Who, let's be honest, wasn't too bad. He got a couple 50-50s marginal, but I think overall, the one that their issue is with was absolutely the right decision.
Yeah, I can't argue with that, to be honest.
But looking forward to this. All the pressure on Leicester, you've got to say, though, because by everybody, they're favourites by a clear margin, I think, as well.
Yeah, 100%. The pressure's on the Lions.
Don't you be saying, yeah, 100%, especially if someone's watching, because they did not like that.
Hello, Piddy. Not bad.
Dick.
Yeah, what he said. But yeah, it was just pressure's on the Lions tonight, and yeah, see how they get on.
Shall we have a look at the two team lineups for this one?
Oh, go on then.
Being as I have a vested interest in the home side, shall I do Sheffield and you do Leicestershire?
Go on then, I will allow it.
So, for the Sheffield Tigers at number 7 is Jai Etheridge. Number 6 is Anders Rowe. Number 5, the skipper Josh Pickering. At number 4, they've got a guest in place for Nick Morris, who suffered a bit of an injury and he's feeling the effects of an awkward crash on Thursday. So Oxford's Matt Sayanovsky, former world number 3, steps in. At number 4, Chris Alder goes at number 3, former world champion. Leon Flint rides at number 2 and Jack Alder rides at number 1. You got a Sheffield Tiger to watch, Palmer.
Magic Yanofsky. I know he's only a guest, and so necessarily the pressure might not be on him as much as what it would be if he was coming here riding for Oxford. So tonight, I think he'll just be there to go out and enjoy himself, and when he's enjoying himself, he can ride very, very well, especially around here. If Sheffield are to do any form of miracles, they're going to be relying on Jesus and him.
I'm going to go for Anders Rowe. It's a very good rider to have at reserve. He started like an ass on fire at Arlington on Thursday. Did peter off a little bit towards the end, but he's in some really good form at the right time of the season. And with all due respect to the opposition reserves, even Kemp, who's in some good form, I think if Anders Rowe gets into his stride, I think he'll be really tough to peg back.
Got a point. And for the Watling JCB Leicester Lions, then at number 7 is Joseph Thompson. At number 6, Drew Kemp. Riding at 5 is Samuel Masters. At number 4, Kyle Howarth. At number 3, Ryan Douglas. At number 2, Luke Becker. And at number 1, Max Frick. Who's your man to watch? Or men to watch? And why?
I'm going to go for Dougie. He's been phenomenal around Leicester's home circuit in particular this year. Winning races, point or two maybe off maximums more often than not as well. Looks really, really comfortable around there on a track which he's always said isn't particularly one of his favourites. He's really settled in there now, and I think if Leicester are to have success and to claw this, even though it's minor deficit back, I think that 3 and 4 partnership, and Dougie in particular, will be a big catalyst for that.
So I've gone for Luke Becker. I'll be honest, he had a proper shit night.
He was awful, weren't he? Awful.
And, you know, if the big rumours coming out of the weekend are true, he really needs to be on it. Otherwise, next season, he could be a little bit embarrassed.
You're right. And, yeah, I do think Luke needs a good one. It was disappointing, and that will be frustrating for Stuart Dixon, especially to have only lost by 3 points in the end as well. If Becker had done even a quarter of what he's capable of doing, he's better than 1 point, and it could have been oh so different coming into this one. Winnie, evening gents, hope you're all good. Hope all good, and you got big numbers to get big numbers tonight. I can't bloody read or spell for that matter. And again, 52-38, Kemp to be the match winner. It was fantastic on Thursday, weren't it?
He was absolutely flying, and obviously he doesn't just go to number 1 for Berwick in a team with Peter Kilderman, Jonas Shepson, and others as well. So he's having a really good season, and I could potentially see that, to be honest. Good slash mom slash.
And for the first time in recent weeks, we're not looking at the weather thinking how's it going to play a part. It's been a beautiful day in the Midlands, sunny all day, breeze about, quite warm in the sun as well. Actually, it's been nice, and we've got that for the next few days as well. So hopefully none of our planned watch-alongs for this week will be impacted by that wet stuff, unless it's artificial.
Well, tell you what, I'm glad you've had it nice and warm, because it's been bloody freezing here. I've had to have 2 jumpers on all day.
Blimey. And you were at Workington the other day. A couple of these riders were in action. Reggie. Personally, I don't think he did too bad on Thursday at Sheffield, but still only got 3 rides out of it, and he got 2 seconds. I saw a comment saying his face doesn't fit. Would you agree with that?
I mean, when you've got a reserve like Anders, you're naturally probably just going to give someone like Jai 3 rides. I don't think it's a case of his face doesn't fit. It's just a case of they've got a better alternative reserve. Although, to be fair to Reginald, he's doing his job.
It's been solid enough, I think, to be honest. I don't think he's the worst reserve in the world by any stretch of anyone's imagination, actually.
It's a bit better than Joe Thompson, at least. I mean, what?
But Joe can gate, and around this track, gating's
quite
important. Yeah, it's quite important. Tonight's referee, to the pleasure of Simon Stead, is not Dave Waters, the same as Thursday. It's Peter Griffin's long-lost brother, Philip.
Big up PG.
YouTube comments lady, the more watch-alongs the better. That's because we're very good at what we do, unless you ask Pinny.
Yeah, Pinny, listen to the people. Pity. 100% pity.
You reckon Scotty Nichols has got a big enough coin to toss?
It could be a bit bigger that, mate, to be honest.
According to
I can't
BSN, the
quite-
gates have already been done. Let's see if that is correct. It will have
This
been
bit, to be
pre-recorded.
fair, is, yeah.
Up the worky comments. It was Workington, other than a bit damp because of the rain.
A bit damp, that's putting it very nicely.
I saw that.
No, to be honest,
I saw the picture of Reggie and was it Tate throwing James Denham around on the track, and all of them looked bloody filthy.
so the rain, it started absolutely pissing it down at start time. They did very well to get through to 18 heats, to be honest, out of the 23 that was planned. I went in the pits, and there was Luke Harrison, Mitch McDermott, and Troy Batchelor all morning that they'd called it off because they was having a bit of fun in the wet. But as well, a big respect to Luke and to Troy as well, because I got speaking to the young man's mother about something, about a potential future project, and said Luke and Troy Batchelor refused the points money.
Fair play, and a lot of people do have opinions on Batch, but he's as a fella, he's a solid enough boy.
When he's having a bit of fun, I think he's a more pleasant person to be around. But yeah, no complaints from me.
So the toss was actually won by Josh Pickering, and he opted to go for E15, and Max Frick chose 1 and 3. That's brave from Pico, because for me they'd want to attack this early on, because I think as the meeting goes on, that's got to favour Leicester.
Oh, 100%.
Jimmy, evening guys. YouTube comments lady, I was just about to mention Pinny. You just made the list, Pinny. Yes, screw you, Pinny. And your bullshit.
Yep. Yeah, Pinny.
Anders Rose still doesn't know how to wear a beanie.
I'm going to now have a search on YouTube on how to wear a beanie and send it to Anders.
Send it to Anders. Do you want to quickly run through what we've got coming up this week while riders are on parade?
So this week, boy, have we got another busy week, and what a week for you, the listeners. So we've got this evening the second leg of the semi-final between Leicester and Sheffield. Obs, because, we're live. We've got a day off tomorrow. I know. I'm going to enjoy the piece as well.
This is interesting. Magic's got a Sheffield gilet on over the top of a Sheffield top on top of Oxford Kevlars.
British Speedway in it.
He's really taking this to heart, isn't he, this guest ride?
Talking of Oxford, we're watching them versus the Leicester Lions on Thursday in what will officially be the funeral of the Oxford Spires. But before then, on Wednesday, we're watching Poole and their individual meet in the Blue Riband. And then we've got Friday and Saturday off because Dill's too busy doing adult things and I'm off to Redcar and Leicester. And then we're back on Sunday and Oxford TV returns.
Hopefully. There's no stream listed at the moment, but they better list one. Is it listed now?
There is. It was listed when I bought Thursdays.
We'll be on there for that then. We will do that as well then.
So, and then on Thursday we'll have this. On Sunday, we'll have the second leg of the Redcar versus Oxford Knockout Cup clash.
What was the first leg result?
That's on Friday, Mush.
I was going to say, I don't think there's been a first leg yet, unless I was asleep.
Nah, first leg's on Friday, darling.
Winnie, what's Pinny been saying? Is that the guy from the forum? It is. Palmer, do you want to elaborate?
So, our lovely associate, Mr. Pinny, I'm assuming it's a Mr. because a lady wouldn't talk this bad of us. He quoted the link on the British Speedway forum from last week, so we haven't put a link out on there today. People don't realise how lucky they are with TNT and BSN. How do people listen to this garbage? I clicked it and heard one of them, probably me, Say 100% about 5 times in 60 seconds. Absolutely dreadful. So today I'm going for about 6 times in 60 seconds just to give an FU to Pinny.
How lucky they are to listen to Kelv get the wrong riders in heats. Oh yeah, very bloody fortunate. At least we get the right riders in the right races at the right times.
Well, we do every now and again, like.
So fuck you, Pinny, and your bullshit of opinion.
If there are anybody under the age of 18 watching, we will apologise now for any language that may offend you. Grow the F up.
You're missing a massive meeting at Ashfield tomorrow. We are, but unfortunately, no soddy streaming it because the richest club in British Speedway decided to spunk all their money on a very expensive streaming product which didn't work, and then they scrapped it, and now they don't do it. So there's no streaming available. BSN aren't there and Glasgow don't stream, so otherwise we would have definitely done that meeting because that looks a belter on paper.
And unfortunately, one of us hasn't got the holiday days available to come up midweek.
Winnie's having an opinion on Pinny. He's a div, mouthy Newport fan who emigrated to Australia a few years back and picked up the accent a few months ago. 100% knobhead. That's Winnie's opinion, but I ain't going to disagree with that.
I can't disagree with that, and the worst bit is I quite like Newport supporters. Not him though. He can go and suck a gentleman's genital parts.
Anyway, enough about Pinny. We're getting ready to go racing. Just going on a little ad break unless you're on the TNT that doesn't have them.
Yeah, and if you're on the TNT that doesn't have them, we've got British Speedway, Pro Motor Oil, Premiership, TNT Sports, and if you like me, you've got Activate Windows. Go to settings to activate Windows as well.
Oh, you got an interview with Max Frick from earlier on now on the.
Oh yeah, we've got him now as well.
And looking at Max Frick, there is a little bit of pressure on him because him and Becker in Heat 1 against Jack and Flinty, if they were to get a maximum or a 4-2, all of a sudden it's very close again. 4-2 maybe not enough. Sheffield will keep the 1 point lead, but a maximum, and Leicester would take the lead and they'd have 14 points to extend it as well.
100%. Yeah, big night for the Maximus Frick.
Jimmy says second massive meeting at Ashfield on Friday. Palmer's at Redcar on Friday, and I'm otherwise engaged on Friday. So no watch-alongs Friday either, unfortunately. But up the Monarchs, who are going to be without their captain Paco Castagna, who's broken his shoulder in the golden helmet at Party Bits yesterday.
Ouch.
And he likes Ashfield. He likes Ashfield a lot.
It's going to be an uphill task, I think, for the Monarchs. But hopefully, it'll be a good meeting, and it's something to watch in the car on the way to Leicester from Redcar, innit? So.
But Edinburgh do have a 14-point lead, so the best way to defend that is to attack. And let's have a quick look what Paco's average is and see who they could get in for the guests. For playoffs, you're not allowed to use guests from other playoff teams, are you? So that limits their options a little bit.
So it's literally anybody that isn't Pool or Redcar.
Oxford aren't a playoff team, are they?
Eh?
Oxford aren't a playoff team, are they? But they are riding, aren't they? Yes.
Oxford aren't a playoff team, but yeah, they're riding at Redcar, and they're going to get the bottoms handed to them by Ace Piper.
So, there's no point using RR, although Kai Thompson and the two reserves can take an extra ride, and with Jonathan Grant at reserve, he could cover that comfortably. Who won the golden helmet? That was Dimitri Berger, who passed Anzei Lebedev's on the run to the line, and I'm sure you've seen the video circulating of Anzei Lebedev's throwing his helmet into the crowd after.
I saw his Instagram story as well, with the picture of his tyre. I can understand why he got very frustrated. That tyre looks more worn than my Scunthorpe t-shirt pre-2024.
So Jake Allen could guest, but then he wouldn't be able to guest for Red Car in any other meetings. You can only guest for one playoff team, can't you?
Yeah,
Jake,
and I don't think
Jake
Jake will
would
ride
fit.
for anyone.
Other
I
than
don't
Red
think
Car.
Jake. Yeah, Jake could only do red car guest bookings, I think. Unless the money was right.
And to be fair, I don't know what Edinburgh's financial situation's like, but there's potential
More stable
there.
at most clubs.
That's true. And what you told me about a certain club earlier was very interesting. Just as Matt Sayanovsky comes into the background, ironically.
Yeah, I won't reveal what I got told by my very reliable source. Leon Flint needs to put a bit of blue tack on his number 2.
It's falling off, isn't it? And as expected, the Ben 2 Barmy Army have come down. To be fair, they're not everyone's cup of tea, but they do take a bit of atmosphere wherever they go.
That old man in the glasses with the blue checkered flag hat on, that is my nan's next door but one neighbour. True story, that.
What a boy. The track looks really, really nice. For the time of year as well, it's been really, really sunny and a really nice day today, and they've got this track how they want it. Last time out here, Sheffield ran them within 6, but it did absolutely bucket it down prior to the tapes up, and that would have taken any home advantage for Leicester. That won't be the case tonight.
Yeah, 100%.
Don't you say that.
Sorry, Piddy. Sorry. Yeah, 200%. There.
We've got 31 people watching us right now.
Already?
Yeah, we're doing well. We normally peak somewhere near the end. So we've got riders at tapes for heat number 1, and across the gates, going off gate number 1 in blue for the Lions, Luke Becker. Gate 2 in yellow for the Tigers, Leon Flint. Gate 3 in red for the Lions is Max Frick, the skipper. And off the outside in white for the Tigers is Jack Holder, who took a little bit of time to get going at Sheffield the other night and touched tapes in heat number 1 as well. He'll be hoping to avoid a repeat of that.
100%. And
I'm going to do what Ian Brennan did for, was it Greg Blair that video was for, where he kept saying this one thing. I'm going to do that for you.
This end of the season?
Yeah.
It's,
was that Jonas Shepson? That looked like Jonas Shepson.
Might have been. Jack Holder, if he started any further from the outside, he'd be in the crowd. Tapes rising on a very important heat number 1, and it's the 2 Leicester Lions boys that gets there first, and Jack Holder now blasting round the outside there of Max Frick, and he's done him, and it's Luke Becker as the leader now. Max Frick storms into that second position, so it's currently the Lions on a 5-1, and now Leon Flint battling with his teammate to try and get himself into third, and it's Luke Becker, who had a crap night, let's be honest, at Alwerton on Thursday, really make it up, and if the rumours are true, this could be a GP 5-1 in 2026. As we come into lap number 3. I'm glad it's lap number 3 because it says so at the top of my screen. And now Jack Holder's putting Max Frick under some pressure here in second. Luke Becker's out there, he's checked out away and gone. And now Holder round the outside here of Max Frick, and Max Frick just defends that line perfectly there with 1 lap left to go then of this race. Holder's trying the outside run. He's actually trying, and he's actually given an F, which makes a change. But yeah, Luke Becker's checked out away and gone, and a big run down to the line, and Frick gets there, and it's a big 5-1 to the Lions.
And after one heat, Leicester take the lead on the aggregate as well. Brilliant gate from Luke Becker to get away. Max Frick joined him early on. Jack Holder was there on the outside, but Max Frick rode a smart first turn. Max Frick didn't look to have the speed about him. Leon Flint completely missed it, which is unusual because he's notoriously good from the gates. But as Leicester would have wanted, a 5-1 to start off the night and close that gap, they get exactly that, and they take the lead on aggregate. Hit number 1 was won by the rider in blue, Luke Becker. Second in red, Max Frick, and third in white, Jack Holder. 5 points to Leicester, 1 to Sheffield, and it's now 48 points to 47 on aggregate. Massive, that. Huge.
100%.
Flinty lifted, and he's Jack Holder was there or thereabouts. Smart ride from Max to run him up hard.
It wouldn't be all that practice he had earlier today, would it? Oh, did I just say that out loud? Sorry.
That's only a rumour. That can't be passed off as factually correct because we don't know.
Well, it's as much as a rumour as good as it is true. Purely because one of my mates told me.
And Becker made a good start, and he's notoriously not very good at doing that, which is unusual when you think who his mentor is.
Well, that other knobhead from America.
Becker sound absolutely safe as houses, Becker is.
Oh, yeah, well, to be fair, I've never met him, but the other American I was on about, I have met him, and he's a bit of a knobhead.
Oh, he is, yeah. This race is...
Which is...
We're going to say this a lot. This race is huge.
Well, we've said it at least once, so we've got another 14 times to say it. Almost as good as, yeah, 100%.
It's true.
It's a penny if you're listening, pal. Big race, this. 100%.
Big race, this. And 1 and 3 worked perfectly there. Certainly for Luke Becker. And Max Frick knew exactly what he was doing when he took those gates.
Oh, he definitely did.
You thought about that then, didn't you?
I had to.
You thought about that before saying, oh yeah, 100%.
Hello, Penny.
And big pressure on Anders Rowe here. But Reggie as well is as good as anyone on any given day. And Sheffield needs to capitalise on 1 and 3 now. Heat number 2, gate 1 in white, Anders Rowe. Gate 2 in red, Drew Kemp. Gate 3 in yellow, Jai Etheridge. Gate 4 in blue, Joe Thompson. Anyone watching the TNT coverage will notice that there isn't a rising star in this heat for Sheffield. That's because Leon Flint is in the main body as their rising star, and Anders Rowe and Reggie are the reserve pairing, and it's pretty strong reserve pairing to have, dare I say, as well.
Can I just say, wish the camera would go back. I think Drew Kemp's got this year's race.
No, it's not. That's last year's again.
Oh, the back just looks almost similar. I do apologise.
It's last year's again. It's got the Will Cairns style design to it. Yeah, you can tell when you look at the front more. There's a bit more black in last year's.
Oh, I saw there is. When you get this camera angle, you can see properly. Stuart, pal, go and have yourself an Iron Brew mush. You look a little bit tense.
Iron Brew's bloody lovely.
Oh, especially in vodka with a bit of ice.
Ooh.
So the start marshal then walks away for the second race of the evening, and the tapes fly. Away we go. It's a beautiful start there from Anders Rowe, and Jai Etheridge has joined him, so it is currently the Tigers on a 5-1 advantage. Now what can Drew Kemp do as he tries to get up the inside there? It's not quite worked out, and the Tigers currently paying the the Lions exactly what the Lions did to the Tigers in heat number 1, and Anders Rowe looks very comfortable there out in front. Reggie's getting being put under some pressure here from Drew Kemp. Joe Thompson's like, he's just chilling at the back. He's just there to have a little bit of fun in it as we come into lap number 3 as it changes on the screen. Thank you, TNT. And it's still the Tigers on the 5-1. Anders Rowe riding an absolutely perfect ride. And Leicester will be thinking, why couldn't Anders have ridden for them like this when he rode for them in 2022 when he was in the Championship last year there. Yeah, stunning ride this from Anders Rowe. They're out in front. And to be fair, Jai Etheridge has now got a solid enough lead over Drew Kemp, and it's going to be a big 5-1 to the Tigers, and we're back to all square.
And Sheffield are back in front on the aggregate as well, and this does look the weak link for Leicester if there is one. Even at home, Drew Kemp and Joe Thompson do look like the weak link, and Kemp missed the start there, but didn't have any speed once he'd caught up either.
No, he didn't.
Result of heat number 2 was a win for the rider in white, Anders Rowe. Second in yellow, Jai Etheridge, and third in red, Drew Kemp. 1 point to Leicester, 5 to Sheffield, and it's now 6 points apiece on the night, or 49 points to 52 on aggregate. That was all done from the tapes again. Michelle is in the chat. Hello, lads.
Good evening, darling. Hope you are doing well on this fine, cold Monday evening. I think it's Monday.
I was going to say, is that what day it is?
I think it is. It's been a long weekend.
Stuart will be fuming with that, won't he? You know what he expects, and he knows what Drew can do. With all due respect to Reggie, should not be being beat by him. Anders Rowe maybe, but not Reggie.
The Berwick number 1 just got beat by the Workington number 4.
And here's something you don't see very often: a Monster Energy rider partnering up with a Red Bull rider in the same team.
I think for this one meeting, they should have just been both sponsored by Relentless, be part of the same family.
Up the Relentless.
Cherry flavour specifically, because that is the best.
I remember when Monster did a dark cherry or black cherry, I think it was. Bloody beautiful that was.
Oh.
They hadn't seen it for ages, but it was so nice.
And while we're on the subject of energy drinks, I could tell you I'm on Vimto Energy tonight.
That's quite nice. Vimto's a nice drink in general, and it's quite difficult. Well, it used to be quite difficult to find good flavoured energy drinks. There are a fair few out there now. They've got a spontaneous with energy drink flavours.
It is. Yeah, there's a few decent ones out there. I mean, we've both got a bit of a love affair at the minute for the new Monster, the
Viking Berry, bloody beautiful.
Viking Berry,
bloody worth every bit of the £3.50 a can it costs because of its being imported. But it's lovely.
Oh, definitely. I think Monster should just send us like a crate of it every week.
It is nice. And this is a massive race. The more for Sheffield, this pairing for Sheffield need to click, and this pairing for Leicester at home have been really, really good. Gate number 3, gate 1 in blue, Carl Howarth. Gate 2 in white, Chris Holder. Gate 3 in red, my man to watch for the Lions, Ryan Douglas. And off the outside in yellow, the guest, Matsej Janowski. And he's very hit or miss around Leicester, and he's either brilliant or he's really shite. There's nothing in between.
Yeah, 100 ... Winnie. Pinny, sorry.
Are you drunk?
No, it's just been a very long day and I'm tired. So, takes rise for heat number 3. It's a very good start for Chris Holder, but Dougie's there with him. And now Chris forces Dougie wide there. Howarth tries to come up the inside there. He does so for about half a lap as Howarth now, as Holder, gets towards that front. And Howarth, a beautiful move there up the inside of Chris Holder. And now Chris Holder looking to go back round the outside there. Magic Janowski's at the rear of the field here. And Kyle Howarth knows how much this is going to be towards Leicester's final hopes. And now Ryan Douglas is trying to capitalise on a mistake from Chris Holder. It's probably closer now for second and third than it is for first and second. And this is massive. And I believe this might... I don't know. I was going to say it goes equal in aggregate. I don't know. I can't really add up. But we've got one lap left to go then. Something's come off somebody's motorcycle. I think it might have been... it's not Chris. Oh, it's Kyle's chain cover thing that has come off. But Kyle Howarth riding an absolutely stunning ride. That's what you get for being a former Scunny number 1. And wins heat number 3. I'm having a bloody nightmare.
Sheffield just hold a 1 point lead. Good racing between Kyle and Noddy. There is an handshake between the two. Hard but fair racing, and you expect that in playoffs, don't you?
You expect hard racing. Not necessarily fair, because it's playoffs and you want to win a plastic trophy at the end. That means not a lot. I mean, what?
Dougie gated well. Chris Holder dealt with him early on and Dougie had to cut back, but that also gave Kyle a good run and he capitalised on it. Heat number 3 was won by the rider in blue, Carl Howarth. Second in white, Chris Holder. And third in red, Ryan Douglas. 4 points to Leicester, 2 to Sheffield. And it now makes the aggregate score 53 points to Leicester, 54 to Sheffield. Big second place that for Nodder.
It was massive, wasn't it? Could have been so much more had he kept that lead, but he didn't.
Kyle rode really well though as well, to be fair to him.
It was a very smart line, wasn't it?
And then you thought Noddy was going to do him back here, and Kyle just shuts the door. He's like, no chance, and slams it shut. Yeah, it's hard, but it is fair.
I'll be honest. Until he went out wide, I thought Chris was going into the back of Kyle then for a moment.
And me, yeah, I thought we were going to end up saying carnage. Dougie made a blinder, and he saw straight away he had to cut up. Been interesting if Dougie had come off there, though. Because there is contact between Chris Holder and Ryan Douglas.
There is, definitely.
And Anders Rowe comes in yellow for Reggie in this one. Not surprised by that in the slightest. and Joe Thompson keeps his spot. Smart by Stuart Dixon. If they're going to put Anders in, you may as well just leave Joe in Gay's second ride out of the way. Gives you a little bit more scope later on with Drew if needed.
Yes, definitely.
But that puts pressure on Sam Masters now as well to outdo Pico. And Pico was decent last time Sheffield were here as well. He does like this track.
So does Sam.
And he's added gate into his repertoire now as well as Pico. Remember he used to be the Aussie bomber, couldn't gate.
How could I forget?
Interestingly, actually, Joe Thompson, who is a gater, is on the favoured gate here. All 3 of the first 3 heats have been won off gate 1.
That's an interesting statistic. Big up the statistics.
Steady having a chinwag with Ryan Guest.
I wonder if Guest has still got his bald patch.
You're catching him up.
I'm not. My hair's growing back now, just nicely.
Is he coming back now, is he?
Yeah. I can't really feel the base of my head now.
Is the playoff finals next Monday and Thursday, or did I imagine that?
It's not next week because of the Speedway Nations.
It's the week after. I knew there was something coming up. Heat number 4 at the tapes. Gate 1 in blue, Joe Thompson last in heat number 2, quite considerably as well actually. Gate number 2 in yellow was won by Anders Rowe, heat number 2 was, and he's brought into this one for Jai Etheridge. Gate 3 in red, Sam Masters. Gate 4 in white, Josh Pickering, both out for the first time tonight. Is that your mate Jen having a chinwag with Stuart?
That it is. Big up our Jen. Lovely lady is Jen.
Oh, I like that view. I wouldn't like to be the one operating that camera though. Oh, it's that stupid drone, innit?
Possibly.
If it's a camera, if it rains, he'll be the first to know up there.
Yes, he or she will. Or microwave or whatever the camera operator identifies as. Tapes rise then for heat number 4, and it's Anders Rowe that has made an absolutely blinding gate there, and Joe Thompson has just about got up to the inside there of Josh Pickering, so it's Anders Rowe with the lead, Sam Masters in second. Pickering's just about found his way into third as Joe Thompson takes a little tumble there as we come into lap number 2. Thanks TNT for letting me know that, and this is going to be, barring any form of slipstrips, falls, or mechanical failures, a minimum of a 4-2 to the Tigers here, as Anders Rowe has got a massive lead here over Sam Masters, and Josh Pickering's closing in on Sam. To be fair, it could even potentially be a Tigers 5-1, but we've still got a lap and a bit to go in this race. But Anders Rowe, what an absolutely stunning ride from the young ginger man. It's probably the only ginger in Speedway that I like, to be honest. As we come into the final laps now then, and Pico's trying his absolute heart out to get closer to Sam, but it isn't quite working out, and Anders Rowe, a beautiful ride there to take the win in heat number 4.
Good ride from Anders, made a really good start. Stuart may have wanted Joe to stay down there to get Sam a second bite of the cherry. There was no way he was going to catch Anders Rowe. But yeah, that's big, and Sheffield open up that 3-point gap again, and Leicester's reserves are a little bit concerning even this early on, I think. Hit number 4 was won by the rider in yellow, Anders Rowe. Second in red, Sam Masters, and third in white, Josh Pickering. 2 points to Leicester, 4 to Sheffield. It's 12 apiece on the night, and 55 points to 58 on aggregate.
That it is. But yeah, that was a beautiful gate there from Anders, and he just rode the first and second turns perfectly, and he just stormed off from Sam there in second, and obviously as we've just seen, Joe just had a little bit of a love tap, I think, from Pico, and it just unsettled
nowhere
him.
near. Joe just fell off himself. Nowhere near him. He just goes on his own because he's crap.
And he just does a little pirouette. You know, it's a speedway track, not a ballet class, Joe. If you're listening for next time, pal.
That'll be concerning for Stuart. The fact that Anders Rowe was so far clear of the Leicester number 5, though.
Definitely. Good to see a big crowd in here.
Very, very big crowd, isn't it?
Simon Stead's face still looks like a slapped ass.
Because you know he's going to be moaning about that refereeing decision from the first leg if they were to go out.
But steady, he's just making sure he gets the badge in. Big up the True7.com people.
You got any snacks for this watch along, Mush?
I've got a couple of birthday cake tarts left,
Ooh.
and I've got some Red Bull hard candy. Which
Ooh.
I'll be honest with you, I saw it on TikTok. I genuinely thought it was AI, but the shop across the road from me sells it, and it's actually quite pleasant.
I'm on Haribo Super Mix tonight.
Very elite choice there, sir.
Just for the milk bottles. Haribo's milk bottles are bloody lovely.
Admittedly, they're not as good as Tangfastics.
I have to be in the mood for them, I've found. And I wasn't when I got these the other day.
At least you're honest, though.
So as we've gone on a break on TNT, who will be the happier of the two teams this early on?
Sheffield. Stuart Dixon's going to be reading the riot act out now. We need to the Leicester boys.
And so we should be, to be honest, because particularly the reserves, I could see Rowie winning that, but Kemp shouldn't have been getting 5-1.
Absolutely not. I mean, who saw Anders Rowe then beating Sam before the heat? Do you know what I mean? It's
yeah. And it will be interesting to see how this second block goes. This second block of heats will really show us who's going to do what in these in this meeting. But as far as certainly Leicester, if they make it, you've got to favour the Ipswich reserves. I think Leicester, and in truth, have got the weaker reserve pairing as a pairing out of all the playoff teams.
Definitely. But yeah, I think Ipswich have got a very big one, very good 1-5, which is going to take some stopping. Obviously, I believe they've still got Adam at reserve.
Adam's at reserve for the playoffs, yeah.
That's massive.
I don't know if the averages will change actually going into October.
The cut-off is tomorrow. Obviously, Sheffield and Ipswich have got their league meeting on Thursday, so Adam's average, that won't count towards Adam's average for the playoffs.
So I don't think it'll change. Beautiful, them Red Bull sweets, Tangfastics all the way.
My guy's got a taste in sweeties.
Your girl. YouTube comments
Gal.
today.
Same thing in it. It's 2025.
Are you getting ahead of yourself?
Anybody can be anything in this day and age, Bush.
Even the year, it can be 2026 if it wants, as you nearly said.
Hey, I'd take it. At least we'd be closer to having league speedway back in Scuddy.
It's true. And speedway under the lights, when you see this high angle, nothing quite like it, is there?
Oh, you can't beat speedway under floodlights.
We always say this, don't we? But it is true.
It's just something about speedway under floodlights. It gets you quite hyped.
Yeah.
Knowing you have to watch speedway under floodlights.
YouTube comments ladies said something that you're going to chuckle at now. I mean, I have got bigger balls than some blokes, we all know.
Well, yeah. Yeah, what you said, love, yeah.
Winnie, I think I read that Thompson goes back to reserve for the final for Ipswich. I don't think that's a bad person to have down there, to be honest.
That's not a bad thing at all.
And he's not eating a cornetto tonight. He's on a mint magnum.
Oh, absolute elite choice. You, sir, are a man with cash. Fair play to you.
Dan speechless, laughing face. It's very rare you get Palmer speechless.
It doesn't happen very often, does it?
For anyone that wants to see Brentford get 3 easy points, Brentford versus the Red Half of Manchester are on TNT on Saturday at 11 o'clock. Brentford will be crossing over them like a traffic crossing over thing. Zebra crossing. Easy pathway to 3 points.
I didn't think that Bellevue Aces had to go to Brentford much.
Jack Alder looked competitive in Heat 1, and he's going to need to be in this one. Noddy gave Kyle a good run, but ultimately the Leicester man prevailed. Can Jack have better fortunes against Kyle and Dougie?
Who knows? So let's find out.
Nice link.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
Hey,
And,
we're not all about bullying each other here at D&D Media.
And Dougie's off the, second favoured gate. I mean, second favoured's a bit of a stretch. It won the last heat from Anders. And Leon Flint, who can gate very well, is off gate number 1 in this one.
When he turns up and gets his goggles on.
He had the wrong goggles on, I think, or he surely didn't come out without any. He must have had tinted ones, and they was
Come on,
changed
pal,
back to
we haven't
clear.
got all day. Some of us have got to go to work in the morning.
And some have got to go to pool ready for Wednesday. Drew Kemp. So that comment earlier that fella made about he was going to go to that meeting at pool Wednesday, and then he saw Mr. Grumpy was in it, and it ruined it.
Oh, I nearly sent him a post of Drew smiling at Paul when he won the cup. Was funny.
Hit number 5, gate 1 in yellow. Leon Flint, gate 2 in red. Ryan Douglas, gate 3 in white. Jack Alder, gate 4 in blue. Kyle Howarth, the only race winner out of this quartet, with Jack Alder and Ryan Douglas getting a third place each in their opening rides, and Leon Flint at the rear of heat number 1.
But it was.
Leicester can't afford to leave it too long to start clawing and maybe even edging ahead in this tie.
That they cannot. So it's going to be a very, very interesting next few heats and Starmar Shortswave Heat 5. The tapes fly up, away we go. Dougie's made that a beautiful gate there, and Kyle's joined him round the outside there. Beautiful ride there from the two former Scunny number 1s. Now what can Jack Alder do as he just gets round the outside there of Ryan Douglas, and now he's chasing Kyle Howarth. And now what can Dougie do as he flounds himself back underneath Jack Alder. It's neck and neck. Dougie makes a mistake, and that's allowed Jack Alder through. Leon Flint's still absolutely nowhere to be seen, to be honest. But I think that's now Dougie's race over, and Jack can now focus on Kyle. Obviously, these two long-term teammates ain't past, but the big rivals here this evening. And Kyle really is a man on a mission. I don't think I've seen Kyle look this good at Sheffield all season. And as we come into the final lap now, it looks very, very settled here. The Leicester Lions are going to get a 4-2 over this, and I think that puts the Tigers lead down to 1 on aggregate. A big race, big race win there for King Kyle.
Dougie's got no speed at all, has he? He's getting into positions and he's got no speed whatsoever.
Dougie pal, if you're listening and you want some speeds, I will give you some telephone numbers of local pharmacists.
There was a bit of a desperation move from Jack Alder going into the first turn of lap number 2. Really stuck his leg out for if he felt even the merest of contact, he was dropping that. And because his leg was so far out, Dougie would have absolutely gone for it as well. But he just seemed to be desperate that. Didn't need to be out as far as it was, but a very good ride from Carl Howarth to take the win in blue, second in white Jack Alder, and third in red Ryan Douglas. 4-2 to Leicester makes it 59 points to 60 on aggregate.
It does.
But Dougie gated and Kyle was there. Dougie got past far too easily.
He did. It's not like Dougie to get past that, especially around here. So he's certainly lacking something.
Speed.
But again, if Dougie wants some speed, local pharmacies are available.
This reminds me of the old Doug. I thought he'd look at Jack Alder's leg here. Right out. It didn't need to be that far out. If Dougie had have even nipped him, he'd have been off and Dougie would have gone. No other
100%.
lap is it that far out and that straight either.
100%. Jack knew what he was doing.
Intelligent ride. But the biggest meeting of the season, and much like the first leg, Ryan Douglas seems to have gone missing.
He'll come back for his testimonial on Saturday.
Oh, that's what you're at Leicester for. Reggie comes in yellow for Anders Rowe in heat number 6 to partner. to partner Pico against
Pico.
Max Frick and Luke Becker, who got a 5-1 in Heat 1. And they're off the
former,
favourite gate.
The former Edinburgh teammates.
Yeah, you are right, yeah. And there was a point where Luke Becker nearly ended up at Edinburgh, I think, the year before he came in for Wolves. And it never happened in the end. So there's a lot of Edinburgh connections, and obviously Jai Etheridge synonymous with Berwick as well, right up to north.
And of course, that place in Cumbria, Workington, that's the one.
Workington.
Workington.
Heat number 6, gate 1 in red. The captain for the Lions, Max Frick, paid winning heat number 1. Gate 2 in white, Josh Pickering, third place out in his first ride. Gate 3 in blue is Lou Becker, who won heat number 1, and gate 4 in yellow, paid winning heat number 2, Jai Etheridge.
That it was.
This is a big one. Frick needs to get the better of Pico, and if Becker can gate and go around the outside, Max Frick can team ride. We've seen that multiple times this year.
We have. Sorry, I've just replied to that man, saying he was looking forward to the meeting at Paul Wednesday till he announced Grumpy was back.
Oh God, you've got to tell us what you've put in the break. Tell us in the break. It'll give us a bit of filler.
Okay.
We can all have a laugh at it.
It's not that funny, Bush.
Oh, let me
Sorry.
down.
I'm sorry to disappoint.
Disgusting behaviour.
I say that to women a lot. Anyway, heat number 6, then the tapes fly, away we go. Pickering's made a beautiful start there, and he's got to that first. Now, what's Max Frick going to do? As Jai Etheridge now looks to join Picker on a 5-1. Max Frick just round the outside there. Jai Etheridge, Luke Becker struggling here, but he's trying to get round outside there of Jai if he can, and he hasn't. A very solid ride this from Jai Etheridge in third here. And Pico's about 200 miles. Well, it's not quite. It's about 2-3 bike lengths ahead of Max Frick. And this race has got Max Frick Racing written all over it. If Max Frick continues to do what he's doing, Pico really needs to ride an intelligent line here for the Tigers. And there's a big battle on now. Third as Becker's just come underneath Reggie there for. As we come into the last lap now. Sorry, I'm having an absolute nightmare. I do sincerely apologise. And Josh Pickering's got a massive lead now over Max Frick. So that's that race sorted. And Jai's having another go here at Becker for third. Becker gets there. Not often you see Max Frick beaten by opposition here.
You've got to say that's an opportunity wasted for Leicester. Brilliant gate from Pico off gate number 1. The favourite also gate 2, whichever gate 2, weren't it?
I can't remember.
But an opportunity wasted. You've got to feel for Leicester there. Heat number 6 was won by the rider in white, Josh Pickering. Second in red, Max Frick, and third in blue, Luke Becker. Points divided 3 apiece, and the aggregate score now is 62 points to 63. Pico makes a blinder, Becker misses it. Frick gets a bit out of shape as well, and that's the issue with Becker, isn't it? One heat won at a canter, struggled to pass Jai Etheridge in 4 heats later.
And this guy's in the Grand Prix next year.
If rumours are to be believed.
Which, to be fair, they're not normally wrong.
No, they're not.
But,
I don't know why TNT put these GoPros on the back of bikes. Reggie's is hanging off there. The one on whoever it was on Thursday was hanging off as well.
Was it Reggie again?
It might have been. I don't know who
I
it was
think it
on.
might have been.
I know it was hanging off Adam Ellis's bike in the Ipswich meeting the week before as well.
And riders don't necessarily like these GoPros on the back of the bike. So I know they're only lightweight stuff, but it all adds to like the air resistance and balance and everything.
Suddenly,
so unless you
carry on.
So unless you want to look at what the track looks like from behind a bike when there's nobody there, then by all means go for it. But I wouldn't have the GoPros on bikes.
There's a lot of pressure on this pairing for Leicester now. All of a sudden, a lot of pressure.
Loads.
Leicester are making really hard work of this, and that might be doing a disservice to Sheffield, who have started really well. But you think Mad Sayanovsky's got last in his first ride. Leon Flint's ran 2 last places as well. If they click, you've got to fear for Leicester even this early on.
Well, say this early. We're about halfway through now, aren't we?
We are, yeah. In number 7, gate 1 in white, Chris Alder, gate 2 red, Sam Masters, gate 3 in yellow, Matt Sayanovsky, gate 4 in blue, Drew Kemp. I do fear if Sheffield go out and Magic has a tough one, he'll be the scapegoat. No matter how bad any of the other Leicester riders do, there's the scapegoat sorted. And Magic faces Leicester again on Thursday in what Palmer's describing as the Oxford funeral, with it being confirmed as the Spires last meeting. Carl Earth looks a little bit like Doofy from Scary Movie there.
He looks like me when I had hair on my head and I just woke up. Grumpy and my hair was here, there and everywhere.
So when you got home from work today?
No, I haven't got any hair.
It's true.
Well, I have, it's just minimal.
Yeah, you got the Paul Wheeler haircut.
Paul Wheeler, what a boy.
Absolute legend.
So, heat number 7. The boys just getting themselves into tapes, into their starting positions. Oh, come on, Magic, pal. We ain't got all day. Some of us have got work to go to in the morning and we don't really want to go. Andy, if you're listening, you didn't hear that. So, heat number 7. Star Marshall walks away. The tapes rise, away we go. It's a very good start from Chris Alder. And Magic's made it, and now Drew. Wow, Drew, great ride there between the 2 Sheffield boys there. And more concerningly for the Lions here, Sam Masters currently at the back. And the 2 Tigers boys, they're looking out for each other to see where they are to try and team ride Sam out of this. And Masters now looking to come up the inside there. It's not quite worked out from this here. Good, decent race there we've got going on. And now Sam looking to come round the outside and try and do the Drew Kemp move. As it worked, not quite, as the 2 Tigers are still there in second and third. This is a perfect team ride here for the Tigers. Although Masters now looking to come the neck and neck with Chris Alder and Sam, has he just about got it? It's hard to tell. Yes, he has. And now Sam's got Magic Janoski in his sights. And now Chris Alder back up the inside here as Sam Masters is quality speedway here in the 4th lap here of heat number 7. And now Masters is looking to come around the outside here. But Magic Janoski to come down to the line. Oh, Masters gets that for me.
I don't know who's got that. Brilliant attempt of a team ride from Chris Alder. Sam Masters, where is really a concern. He's not getting off the start, and that's part of his game. He can gate. He looked quick there, but that was probably more because the Sheffield boys were a little bit tangled with each other. But it'll be interesting to see which way that goes. We have to see a replay of that. But if that's a 5-1 to Leicester, that's huge. But what a ride from Drew Kemp that was.
That was a brilliant ride from Drew. Just like what he did when he rode for Scunny, but obviously we're looking for the
He's still shoes hanging off.
You smack your bike, Drew. There's nothing on the BSN referees updates either. So the referees also are waiting the replays like what we are.
Sam's got that for me. I think he's about half a bike clear from that angle, which albeit isn't very good for me. Sam's got that. Stuart Dixon looks fuming though, so although he's directing a tractor, but in my opinion, Sam's took second
there. I can tell you from the BSN updates, Drew Kemp won it.
We know that much, and Chris Alder was last. This is the one we need. Magic's got that. From that angle, Magic gets that. Shouldn't need this. Transponder should be on.
Ooh.
Magic's got that for me. On this angle, Magic's in front. Yeah.
That to me looks like a dead heat. That's maybe why we're having to have these replays.
Nah, I think Magic's in front there. I think it's a 4-2 to Leicester. But the concerning thing for Stuart Dixon is Sam Masters is still not doing what he should be doing.
No. His two heat leaders, Dougie and Sam, have both been quite disappointing.
Very disappointing. There's no quite about it. They've both been very disappointing. Heat number 7 was won by the rider in blue, Drew Kemp. Second on the line in yellow, Matt Sainovsky. And third in red, Sam Masters. 4 points to Leicester, 2 to Sheffield. And Sheffield retain that.
They don't.
Has it gone to Leicester now?
66-65.
66-65. Sam, bloody awful in that first turn. You'd think he was the reserve of that pairing with how Drew attacked that.
But yeah, it was a decent team ride, to be honest. But it's one of them.
One more lap and 100% Sam would have been through, but Warmouth Speedway has not ran over 5 laps. He took too long to get round Noddy.
The best Speedway officials can't really count to 5.
Struggled to count to 4, don't they? I thought Noddy was going to kill him there.
So did I.
And there. He had 2 bites at killing him.
When you try once and you don't succeed, try again.
And if you don't succeed then, try something else.
Or if you don't succeed then, just give up.
I fear for Leicester in this heat 8. Luke Becker wasn't as good last time out and Joe Thompson's not been good at all. Leon Flint won't run another last place, surely not. And Jai Etheridge has looked decent even though he ran a last in his last one. I really worry for Leicester in heat 8.
If I was Simon Stead, I'd be putting Anders in for Leon.
And Anders is in for Leon.
God, I'd make a smart team manager.
You just saw Anders putting the white helmet on in the background, didn't you?
I actually didn't. I was looking at messages in a group chat on my mobile device.
Leon will be frustrated with that. He wears his heart on his sleeve, and there is Leon walking past. But Anders Rowe is the obvious choice for this. Unbeaten so far and looked very, very good as well.
What gates are they on?
In heat number 8, Leicester are on 2 and 4. Becker off 4, Joe off 2, Anders off 3, Reggie off 1.
That's massive advantage Sheffield then in heat 8. I think.
The gates have evened out a little bit since. It's now 3 wins for gate 1, 2 for 2, 1 for 3, 1 for 4.
Even Stevens. Big up Anders Rowe's dad. Absolutely lovely gent, sorry.
A lot of pressure on Becker here, isn't there? And Becker's mechanics just looking at Abby like, move out of the way, love, I need to get his bike out. So, what did you say to the guy who said he didn't want to see Drew Kemp in that meeting at Poole?
So, I've got a picture of Drew Kemp smiling when Scunny won the Knockout Cup at Poole. So I just put that and I put, grumpy you say. And there he is, smiling with his bottle of bubbly there. In the greatest race suit he's ever worn. That isn't a Berwick one.
It's easy to say where riders should be picking up. Obviously for Sheffield, Leon Flint you'd expect a little bit more from. Magic and Noddy maybe could do with being a little bit more consistent with a second and a last apiece. But then, you know, Luke Becker 4 and 1, but lucky to get that paid second in his last one. Sam Masters 3, not good enough. Ryan Douglas 2, not good enough. Joe Thompson yet to score from 2 rides, not good enough.
No. The only 2 that are doing anything for the lanes at the minute is Mark Strick and Kyle Howard.
Kyle's been bloody fantastic. Like you said earlier, I ain't saw Kyle look like this for ages.
No, there's just something's got into him. Stewart's probably got into him. And you know, he wants to repay that faith to a man that somebody you more than me know calls Stuart.
I don't know her. Know of her, don't know her.
Same thing, innit?
I know one thing though, she ain't all the bloody ticky.
It's not even a stub.
And
Mrs. Barker, if you're watching, love, yes, we're on about you.
this bodes well for Glasgow as well, because if Kyle Eweth's got the bit between his teeth, not just for Leicester, that will benefit Glasgow as well, who go against Poole tomorrow, and it'll be Kyle Eweth versus Anders Rowe again tomorrow.
That it will. You are very correct, sir.
And Glasgow are giving away free air horns to kids through the gates. But still charge a £5 to park your vehicle.
I want to say something, but if I say it, we'll get demonetised, so I'm not going to say it.
Don't get us in trouble with the YouTube police.
Not again.
Not again. Dare I say, Leicester worked harder at Sheffield than they're working here. Sheffield are definitely more up for this.
They'll have been read the Riot Act.
They'll have been said, don't let Dave Waters get in your head, he's screwed up, blah blah blah, go and prove him wrong.
Basically, yes.
Imagine
talking of
better
Leicester supporters,
Ooh.
one of my Leicester supporter friends have just sent me a text.
Is that Jack?
No.
Oh.
This is a guy that's got a little bit of Speedway knowledge.
Is that jokes, eh? What boy?
What a boy.
And Dougie there pitted next to Max Frick. Max Frick, though, uncharacteristically beaten in his last ride. That doesn't happen a lot here. Joel asks, what's the score so far?
23-19 to the Lions, me old cherub, or 66-65 on aggregate.
Winnie Golden Helmet was won by Dimitri Berger from Jeff Higgett. It was won by Dimitri Berger. Very good ride, actually, as well.
It was. Good rider, Dimitri Berger.
Will the Witches be watching this to see who they're going to go against?
I don't think the Witches will be that bothered. They've beaten both teams home and away. In fact, they're relatively decent at Leicester. They'll probably be hoping for a Leicester Ipswich final because Ipswich has won here multiple times in the season. So.
But then on the other side of it, Ipswich is a tight technical track, and there's a lot of Wolves connections in this Leicester team, and that was a tight technical track as well. So Sam Masters, Luke Becker, Ryan Douglas should go well at Ipswich, and obviously Drew Kemp's basically grown up around there.
I think Drew even lives in Ipswich. I think if
does,
Drew's riding at Ipswich, I think he just walks there. Yeah, nice town is Ipswich. We've got some really nice boats on the waterfront.
Jimmy says Yankovic has just won the Lubos Tomishek meeting.
Get in, he's won something this year. I feel like a proud dad.
Dan Winchester is racing STS against Alan, and Dan Winchester has just beaten Alan. Oh dear.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Alan knows he's not living that one down.
No, he is not.
Poor Al.
After this meeting, he will be getting a very, very pleasant voice message.
Leicester should be able to prepare nicely for Ipswich. Stick them all on the mini track.
Nah, that's if they're going to Plymouth.
Oh, my bad.
A little bit further south, darling. But I appreciate your what's the word? I appreciate the similarities.
This Sweeties are going down a treat.
Can't lie, so are these Red Bull candies.
There's a lot of pressure on Leicester now. The last time they pulled ahead, this combination for Sheffield pulled Sheffield back ahead on aggregate. Is it going to be a repeat?
Quite possibly.
Any form of heat advantage to Sheffield and it will be repeat.
And the immature ones was are either hoping for a 3-all or a Sheffield 4-2. Grow up!
Yeah, Palmer, grow up.
Don't know what you want about mush. I'm mature. I drink Pepsi out of a bottle.
Dear, oh dear. Hit number 8 at the
Anyway.
tapes. Gate 1 in yellow, Jai Etheridge. Gate 2 in blue, Joe Thompson. Suffering no ill effects from his little slide off earlier on. Anders Rowe comes in to replace Leon Flint off gate number 3 in white, unbeaten so far from 2 rides. And Luke Becker goes off the outside gate in red with 4 paid, 5 from his 2 outings. So you'd expect this to be a battle between gates 3 and 4. And then a separate battle between 1 and 2, but for how Reggie's look tonight, I don't think there's much of a battle there. But Joe can gate, so if he can frustrate Reggie and trap him to the inside.
Yeah, it should really be a big battle between the two off the outside gates here. But we shall soon see.
And you just get the sense there will be a point Leicester click. The problem is, will it be too late?
With it being as close as it is on aggregate, I just never know. So, heat number 8 then. The Starmaster walks away. Tapes fly, away we go. Luke Becker and Anders Rowe's got there. Jai Etheridge has got there first as well. It's the Tigers on a 5-1 as it stands, and now Luke Becker looking to come up the inside there of Anders Rowe. Anders says, "You're not coming past me, pal. Watch this." And then Luke's just like, "Watch me, pal. I'm coming underneath you." Just like that. A beautiful move there. It's Jai Etheridge winning this one at the minute at a canter with Luke Becker in second. This meet is full of surprises so far. And if Jai Etheridge could keep this up, he's earned himself a massive pat on the back. And Anders looks like he's struggling for speed here, to be honest, more than anything. Joe Thompson's just chilling at the back. But Luke Becker, he is putting pressure now on Jai Etheridge, but I think Jai's just holding the right line here as we come into the last lap now. It's very, very close between the two at the front. Anders is settled there in third. Jai makes a slight mistake here. Can Luke Becker capitalise on it? Not quite.
Ooh.
His neck as they go down to the line. Jai makes a mistake. Jai's got there first.
Luke Becker is bloody crap. He should not be losing that race to anybody.
What the bloody hell have I just witnessed?
Jai Etheridge beating Luke Becker, who is reportedly a Grand Prix star next year. He's going to be an embarrassment to the entirety of the United States of America. Heat number 8 was won by the rider in yellow, Jai Etheridge. Second in red, Luke Becker. And third in white, Anders Rowe. 2 points to Leicester, 4 to Sheffield. Sheffield take the lead again, 68 points to 69 on aggregate. Jimmy says, "I sure hope Leon is back scoring points tomorrow." And YouTube comments lady, "Unreal this meeting, unreal how crap Leicester's number 2 is." And Joe Thompson was somewhere near the car park at that point. That's his meeting absolutely over.
Definitely.
He's awful as well.
That was some ride from Reggie, though.
That was a very, very good ride.
Yeah, I still can't believe that.
It's a good job Becker dealt with Anders when he did, because that looked all the world. It was going to be a 5-1 to Sheffield.
To be fair, Anders looked like he was getting lower on power each lap.
Becker should have cut back there rather than trying to go around the outside. Reggie'd done all he needed to do beforehand. And if I'm Stuart Dixon, I'm fuming at Becker there. He should not be losing to Jai Etheridge.
It's certainly a...
And Reggie's getting some TV time, fully deserved as well, that.
Massively. Even Jack Alder's even taken his helmet. What a gentleman.
And they do say the playoffs is the time for unsung heroes to come up. For Ipswich, it was Dan Thompson. For Sheffield so far, it's Jai Etheridge, who didn't really do a lot wrong in the first leg either. Got 4 paid 5 from the 3 rides he completed, with obviously touching the tapes when he broke down.
Definitely.
I think Anders has got 2 on the bounce as well now, hasn't
he? Yes.
So that's why Reggie's been interviewed. It just gives Anders a touch more time to sort his equipment out. dare I say, Reggie should have probably gone in here with Anders' bike looking a bit slow there. Give him an extra race or a couple of races to sort that out.
100%.
And it's Heat 9 who are they against? Is it Dougie and Howarth?
Correct.
Ryan Douglas needs to step up here.
Josh Pickering's the odd one out here.
Why?
He's the only rider in this race that hasn't ridden for Scunny.
Shocking.
Oh, very dairy. Get better, Pickering.
Yeah, go to Scunny, man.
Not hard. You live in Doncaster. It's only 20 minutes up the road, pal.
Steady looks a bit nervous.
He looks like me when I'm walking to the toilet, whether I'm going to hold it in or not.
Steady giving...
I just don't shake hands with people when I'm going.
Steady giving Reggie an hug there. Weren't giving him a hug when he was taking him out of his rides left, right and centre at Sheffield the other night, was he?
That looks like 2-point Tom on the spanners for Pico.
He has been spannering for Brady Kurtz this season, so it wouldn't surprise me. Proctor, Gene up Anders. Jack Alder's team obviously spanned by Proctor. And Jack Alder's there as well. He's properly playing the team game. Both of them are.
Yeah, and people say Jack Alder's quite self-centred.
I mean, I've personally never seen it. He's got a bit of a temper and stuff, but... The thing is, if you're a Grand Prix rider, the majority of your, big meetings, you're by yourself. Obviously, in Poland, it's a completely different thing. You're in a team, but you still, ultimately, everyone's as quick as each other, so you can be almost self-centred.
Definitely. Big Heat 9 coming up.
Flint is running up and down the pits, G'ing the team up, not being impacted by being taken out of Heat 8.
He knows he's got a ride in Heat 11 coming up.
And Anders will be hoping whatever was causing him to slow down each lap in that last one is resolved for this one. Dougie needs to step up here.
Massively.
Line up.
Kyle's been solid though.
Line up for Heat number 9, gate 1 in white. Josh Pickering, gate 2 in blue. Jack Holder, Carl Howarth, both in, funky coloured. Carl Howarth goes off gate number 2 in blue, unbeaten so far. Got that part right. Gate number 3 in yellow is Anders Rowe, and gate 4 in red, Ryan Douglas. And this is a race he really needs to make a trap in old Douglas.
Definitely is.
But you've got to say Pico's on the favourite gate with gate 1.
So naturally this is a race Anders goes out and wins. So tapes rise on for Heat number 9. Dougie's made it.
And
Dougie's absolutely made it. Pico now blasts up the inside there, and now Douglas back around the outside. This is a solid ride, this. And Veroni on back straight. Well, about to go on to lap number 2. And it's currently the Lions on a 4-2 advantage as it stands with Anders Rowe. He started off really well and now he's gone disappointing. He's, to be honest, he's closer to East Midlands Airport than he is these three boys out in front. So now in second place, we've got to look out because Kyle Howarth, he's like a caged animal. He's got Pico set in his sights. Dougie, he isn't checked out away and gone because Pico's quite close to him. You couldn't quite chuck a blanket on all three. This is what the track looks like from Kyle Howarth's GoPro, if you're watching the TNT coverage, by the way. But this is what Dougie needed massively. Kyle Howarth, if he went any wider, he'd be on a Jet 2 already.
And I stand by my my point before that heat. Would you capitalise on Jai Etheridge's solid win in the last one and capitalise on that confidence? And maybe he should have. Sanders Rowe was nowhere near them, was he? It's almost an exact carbon copy of last Thursday. Started well and then got slower. Heat number 9, won by the rider in red, Ryan Douglas. Second in white, Josh Pickering. Third in blue, Carl Howarth. 4 points to Leicester, 2 to Sheffield, and it's now 72 points to 71. Leicester keep nibbling ahead, but that's about it. They can't really stamp their authority, although they have got that Luke Becker and Max Frick partnership in this next one. Is it against Noddy and Magic?
It is.
That's got to be seen as an opportunity for Leicester.
You say this. Luke Becker got beat by Jai Etheridge.
You got a point. Brave from Dougie there.
Just let that sink in.
Oh, I can't. And this is a man who probably is going to be a GP rider next year. Absolutely bloody shocking.
Jai Etheridge for SGP 2026.
Jai Etheridge's SGP2 dream. Max Frick Spannerman looks a bit like Kim Nielsen.
It might be Kim Nielsen.
He ain't got the teeth of Kim Nielsen, but the face, just like him. Looks like a cross between Kim Nielsen and Matty Zagar. The posture and stuff gives me Matty Zagar vibes. Big up Shagger, what a boy.
Kim Zagar coming to a track near you soon.
Steady going for a stroll, getting told by the clerk of the course or the pit gate man or something or nothing to get his arse back in there.
Yes, Simon.
And with all due respect, Simon Steady's a bit of an idiot, isn't he? Hit number 10, gate 1 in yellow, Matt Sainovsky just held on from Sam Masters in his last one in a much improved ride. Gate 2 in blue, Lou Becker, who was just beaten by Jai Etheridge. Gate 3 in white, Chris Holder, and off the outside in red, Max Frick, who was beaten last time out by... Was it Anders? Who was beat by somebody last time out?
I think so. Apologies, I had to unplug you back in because I had some technical difficulties this side, but they are all sorted.
That's a relief to hear. Magic getting his use out of that Oxford Spires suit. If there's 2 leagues next year, obviously we know the Oxford Spires are coming back regardless. Do you see Magic staying in British Speedway if there's 2 leagues?
Yeah, he might be a decent National League leader.
He does seem to have enjoyed his return the last couple of seasons. Not always got the results, but he ain't half-arsed it like some do. He's been here every meeting he's supposed to be here for. And obviously guest bookings at this point.
I'd dread to think what this has cost Sheffield to get Magic in here.
I wonder if he's being paid for it on time, unlike his actual club.
Well, we'll soon see then of heat number 10. James Spencer try to get them all into order. Heat number 10 and Stanwell walked away. Tapes fly away we go. Luke Becker's made a good start there and Max Frick has joined him. This is massive for the Leicester Lions if this stands like this. And maybe this is just the point where the Lions are clicking now. And Max Frick's got there, he's out there in front. He's looking back for Luke Becker. But maybe the Sheffield should have put Jai Etheridge in this one. Who knows? But yeah, Magic Oscar is disappointing here at this one at the rear of the field. And to be honest, Chris doesn't look like challenging Luke here in second. This is quite an easy 5-1 here for the Tigers, barring any form of slips, trips, faulty mechanical failures. First one of the week, thank you very much. Clap, clap, clap. But yeah, the
Becker's fell!
Chain went up.
Jesus Christ!
And that's somewhat unfortunate look there for Luke Becker, and that'll be awarded. That
Christ! If Leicester go out at the semi-final, there's one man to blame for this. His performance on Thursday, and then that. Oh my God. That's ruined my programme. I was just about to say, Becker loses to Reggie and beats a former world champion and world number 3. Can't even say it now. He's holding his
happy on the
back.
shoulders. He might be hurt.
That was the easiest 5-1 you'll ever see in this part of the season. Yeah, chain's
When
gone.
them sparks go, that's a chain.
Dear
You
oh
see the chain?
dear oh dear oh dear.
That's just very, very, very unfortunate.
Stuart Dixon's gave him a pat on the shoulder, but he's got to be fuming. There will never ever be an opportunity for an easier 5-1.
And just like Florida winning, I don't.
Stu's reaction. He looks like someone's just kicked him up the arse with steel toe caps on. His face. Heat number 10 was awarded with a win to the rider in red, Max Frick, second in white, Chris Holder, and third in yellow, Matt Sainovsky. 3 points apiece, and it's now 75 points to 74. When it's just not your night, it's just not your night, and Leicester have got to be started to think that now.
Must be.
Although Frick looked good there, and to be honest, he's going to be out another, 2 times you'd expect?
Yeah, definitely.
Chris Holder will have saw all his Christmases, birthdays, New Year's and everything all come at once there.
Talking of Christmas, that's nearly upon us mush.
It is nearly upon us mush.
Oh, don't remind me. I'm trying to forget it exists. But yeah, so we just done another replay of the crash. Some young lady there in the crowd just rolled her eyes as if to say, "What the bloody hell's just happened there, pal?"
Steady's having a smile because he knows he's got away with one there. And now what's he going to moan about? He can't moan about the referee. He'll probably, well, we fully deserve that. We were brilliant if they go through.
Yeah. I'll find something to moan about.
Imagine if it's
Maybe
Sheffield and Ipswich, though. It will be the 2 most miserable team managers in British Speedway.
Imagine.
It would be, wouldn't it? Because Richie Hawkins... Oh, Kyle Cross... Oh, no, he didn't. He was just off of it. That's what Steady's probably moaning about.
It's very close.
He touches it, but both wheels have to be over it, and he's still got his wheel's still on the track. It's the inside of his wheel that catches that white line. His actual tyre was still on the track, so there's nothing wrong with that. Steady, but well, he should have been excluded. Fuck off. He's almost as good as Mark Lemon for the excuse. He's any Simon Stead.
He just has a bit shinier teeth.
He does. 25 people still listening to us, but Ipswich are going to be rubbing their hands because neither of those 2 teams are doing themselves any favours.
No. A lot of people have said from the start this league is Ipswich's to lose.
I was going to say, yeah, barring any injuries or, as you would say, slips, trips, falls or mechanical failures, Ipswich should breeze the final, whichever one of these 2 they end up facing. Flint is out here.
And obviously,
it's been a while, though.
The winners of these 2 get the first leg as well.
Yeah. Ipswich's prerogative for finishing top. Flinty still ain't got that number 2 up on his back, right?
Has he not heard of blue?
Oh, Senator duct tape's what Speedway riders like, isn't it? Heat 11, gate 1 in red, Sam Masters, gate 2 white, Jack Holder, gate 3 in blue, Drew Kemp, gate 4 in yellow, Leon Flint not been out for a while, but and the track will have changed, but he'll be hoping to make gate 4 count, which is the second best gate.
And Jack's not been overly brilliant either tonight.
And Sam Masters needs to pick it up as well, though. You think he needs to? It's as simple as that.
Both Sam and Jack have had a 3rd place and a 2nd place.
Sam looked quick last time out, but he's not getting off the starts. And when that's the majority of what your Arsenal is, he's being able to gate, because he can gate as well as anybody on his day. He's just not doing it.
No, he isn't.
And he's on the favoured gate now as well, with Drew on the least favoured, but that didn't bother Drew last time out.
No, it certainly didn't, young man.
Could that be a turning point in Sheffield's favour, though, that last result?
It's hard to say at this stage, but maybe. The tape's right then for heat number 11. Away we go. And it's Sam Masters, Andrew Kemp that have both got their first assist, a massive 5-1 here as it stands to the lines. And now both the Tigers looking to go up the east. Drew Kemp, it's not going to happen. Jack Alder's at the back. Leon Flint's trying the wide outside line now to see if he can make any form of damage on the Lions. And the two Lions players are team riding this almost to perfection here. And this is now probably game over. Well, he can never ride out Jack Calder as he's going round the outside here of Drew Kemp. He's done one. He's got Sam Masters now in his sights. This race is far from over, and I thought it was. I do apologise, folks, as we're in lap number 3 now, and Jack now is looking around to see where Drew is. He's almost trying to slow Drew down to get Leon through here. Decent team ride this, to be fair, from Jack, even though they're not in first and second. And Jack thought, sod you, Leon, I'm off for the win. He goes wide round the outside there. We can't catch Sam. And we get to the last couple of corners now, coming up. Jack towards the outside, Sam to the in. Sam gets there first, and that's a big, massive 4-2 led to Leicester.
Good ride from Jack Alder there. He went Billy Big Balls on that second lap, didn't he? And Sam had to clear off at that point. Leon Flint was nowhere near though, no matter how much Sam tried to slow the race down. And Leicester have now just pulled a little bit ahead again, but and you have really got to favour Leicester in these couple of second strings and reserve races. I think I don't expect to see Joe Thompson again tonight, and Drew Kemp looks solid enough.
He does.
Hit number 11 was won by the rider in red, Sam Masters. Really good ride in second place for Jack Alder, and third in blue, Drew Kemp. 4 points to 2 in Leicester's favour, and it's now 79 points to 76, as I think we're going to go on to a track grade and an interval. I think it'll be a good time for us to take an interval so we can end our Discord call and call back, because your mic and stuff is very jumpy in and outy.
Yours is the same on this side as well, to be honest, Bush.
It's a Discord thing probably again. We'll give it an attempt, and we're back in a few minutes.
Hello, everybody. We are back. Apologies for that. We had to sort some technical issues out from our side. Hopefully, they're all sorted. And if they're not, then, well, oh,
Oh,
there's all to that. Oh,
there's a very tense end to this meeting coming up.
very much so.
Is that your thinking, does? Is that,
That's what I say when I wake up in the morning. Gotta go work.
And it would be a lot more comfortable had Becker's chain not gone. That was a 5-1 in the bod, already written down and everything. I'm more annoyed it screwed my programme up, to be honest.
This is why I've stopped writing things down now till it's past the checkered flag.
Yeah, but anybody saw that coming in as a 5-1 apart from Becker's chain going. Which, to be fair, not many people have had mechanicals in these playoffs at least. Their equipment's been relatively reliable.
They have.
That park you have to walk for it to get to the track at Leicester's a bit bloody dark, isn't it? Even the lights on it are crap.
And it's quite the long walk as well, to be honest, Mush.
It's not a bad walk, to be honest. It's just who'd want to walk through there in the dark. If you got a serial killer, that's the ideal place to go.
If you've got a serial killer, must just invite me. I'll happily, I'll take the bullet. I don't mind.
Sacrifice yourself for the greater good.
I like dark alleyways at night.
As expected, heat number 12, Drew Kemp comes in to replace Joe Thompson in blue, partnering Ryan Douglas against Chris Holder and Anders Rowe. Dougie stepped up last time out. Dougie needs to step up again this time out.
Surprised Anders has been kept in, to be honest.
I'm quite surprised by that as well, I won't lie to you.
But,
Yeah,
would it be like steady to show favouritism towards someone?
Steady's, I don't know if he ends up getting a result out of this, but what else has Reggie got to do to get another? He might get left in 14, who knows? The meeting might be gone and the time might be gone by that point.
Well, you never know, do you?
Like, what else has Reggie got to do?
Who knows?
Scotty presumably showing where Chris Holder, Luke Becker's chain went and what had happened, showing us on Chris Holder's bike. Now we're having a look at Jack Holder's bike.
It's no good showing us the Holder's bike when it happened on Luke Becker's bike, now is it?
Quick, what's the clutch cooler, Scotty? Get Sam Ermolenko in, he'll tell us. And Scotty's riding in that meeting at Pool on Wednesday that we're covering as well.
That he is.
And he always rides Pool really well, so...
That should be a good meeting, that.
Should be a very good meeting. How big is Reggie's name on the back of that race suit, though?
Well, you know, just if he forgets what his last name is.
Someone behind can shout it to him. What's
Exactly.
my name? Sethridge. And if you feel as if Leicester are going to get back into it, although to be fair, if Sheffield are going to get back into it, they're going to have to capitalise on this Heat 12. But Heat 13's not all written in the stars yet. Jack Holder had some speed in that last one, couldn't get Sam, but did blitz and take Drew Kemp a little bit by surprise. And Pico's more than capable of what tune they got on.
Written in the stars.
Oh. Monday Night Thoughts with Daniel Palmer.
That sounds deeper than what it needed to be.
At what point do Leicester become concerned? Do they need to turn the screw now? And that really is as simple as that. They have to turn the screw.
But we do. Anders Rowe's dad looks a little bit grumpy now.
He looks a little bit like Scotty Mitchell, the fella who does the pool commentary.
You know, now you've said that, I can't unsee it.
And it's one of the very rare father-son combos where the son doesn't get mardy with the father. That happens a lot, doesn't it, in Speedway, that?
No, they are a proper good duo.
Steady
And
G.
they're both very decent blokes.
They are, yeah. Anders is a bit tall, like, you have to look up to have a chinwag with him, but...
Yeah, he's alright for a chin show.
Yeah, well, you said, yeah.
So, 2 minutes wrong. Number 12.
You've got to say, Sheffield, for me, need a heat advantage out of this. I can't see much coming in 13 with Max Frick now dialing in, and Sam Masters, when he gets clear, riding smart and defensively, but also looking quick. You've got to favour the home side in 13 and in heat 14 as well. Maciej Janowski's been a little bit crap. I'd fancy Carl Elworth over him. And then, I don't know, about the 2 reserves. We'll see how Drew gets on in this one.
I'd have used Jai in here just to, while he's still got that little bit of confidence in him.
Yeah. In number 12, gate 1 in red, Ryan Douglas. Gate 2 in yellow, Anders Rowe. Gate 3 in blue, Drew Kempen. Off the outside in white, Chris Holder. Gate 1 is still the favoured gate, and Ryan Douglas is on that, and that's who Leicester will be looking towards now. Although Drew's off the unfavoured gate 3 again. Looks a bit nippy there, don't it?
It looks a tad cold.
It's a bit fresh.
If Sheffield are to get back into this, they really need Chris Holder to start pretending he's a heat leader now.
Start convincing us all that he's actually a heat leader. Stop trying to fool us into thinking he's just reserve.
Someone could tell him that the playoffs don't count towards averages.
He looked decent enough in his first ride, but he's not done a fat lot since, has he? Got second in his last one, but that's only because Luke's chain went.
Exactly.
He was nailed on for a third before
that. Yeah. This race could be the decider of the tie.
Leicester are out.
Hey ho, here we go. I'm a little bit behind you, Soz. Heat to overtake, straight away we go. Oh, I thought Chris Holder was going for a trip to air fence there, but Anders Rowe looking to come up the inside there. Drew Kemp has done. Drew, he looked to come under Ryan, he didn't quite get to that, and now Drew back round the outside. It's the Lions then on a 5-1-8 advantage, and this would all but seal the deal, although Kemp goes wide there now. Anders is through. Could Chris Holder get through as well? Not quite. And Drew's chasing Anders here. It's going to be a big battle between these two boys. And Drew's he's got the outside run, but Anders he's holding the right line. His back wheel's just about in the dirt. And now Chris Holder is getting closer to Drew Kemp here. And it's not quite over just yet. He has with like one. So it's very, very close to in the last lap on. Go down the back straight. Who goes wide? Chris up the inside. The neck and neck has got. Oh, that was a bit too close to Cardiff. But they come round in the final few bends then, and the Lions are going to take a massive 4-2 that.
Oh, I thought that was going to be tears. What a ride from Drew to hold off Noddy, and now Leicester open up a 5-point lead on aggregate. It looked like Anders had got the gate there, and Dougie again just kept it screwed on and has really turned it on after a pretty poor first couple. He's really started to turn it on now, and he's showing what a heat leader should be. Chris Holder still pretending as a reserve though. Heat number 12 was won by the rider in red, Ryan Douglas. Second in yellow, Anders Rowe, and third in blue, crucially, Drew Kemp. 4-2 to Leicester, and it's now 83 points to 78 on aggregate, with Sam Masters and Max Frick out in this next one against Jack Holder and Josh Pickering.
Game over for me.
Dougie missed it. Dougie was last off the line, and then he just somehow gets it working. And Leicester actually emerged from the first turn on a 5-1. Good ride from Anders to do Drew, but Drew had the speed and Anders Rowe sends Drew straight into Chris Holder. He
does. Just a little domino effect. Nothing much.
Just as Schlongy would call it, a little love tap.
Little love tap. Yeah, solid ride that from Drew. Solid ride from Anders as well, to be honest. Again, Drew's been the unsung hero for Leicester, isn't he?
Oh, that's tight. Drew knew exactly what he was doing there. He was inviting contact from Noddy if needed. He was chopping his nose off, and if he went down, he went down. You are right, it is 2-point Tom on the spanners for Pico. Huge race this. Massive, massive race. If Leicester get a maximum or even a heat advantage here, I feel that's enough for them.
I think if Leicester get a 4-2 or better here, it's game over. Leicester's even a 3-3. Sheffield really need a 5-1.
They do.
I mean, I'm not really bothered who goes through because Ipswich are going to batter whoever in the final. I'm just thinking of keeping the tie interested till the last race.
You're very confident of Ipswich, Mush, but they have shown little bits of vulnerability as well.
They have.
Emil in particular.
But, you know, if I don't act confident, then I don't act confident. I had a line in my head. I can't remember what I was going to say.
Heat 13, gate 1 in white, had a lot more speed actually than his 5 points would suggest. Jack Holder, gate 2 in red. Max Frick bounced back well after being beaten earlier on by Josh Pickering. I was reliably informed by Jimmy. Gate 3 in yellow, Josh Pickering, and off the outside in blue, Sam Masters, who's been solid enough to be honest. But this pairing at home for Leicester have got maximums more often than not in this race. Because for me, Leicester are clear favourites in Heat 14 with Magic maybe, and although to be fair, Reggie or Anders will probably replace Magic in there. But against Carl Elworth, who's been absolutely inspired.
Nah, I think Heat 14's where we have Mad J Castagna coming.
Otherwise known as the Anders Row. There's no way Magic keeps his spot in there. He's been awful apart from that second. No way he keeps his spot in 14.
One of them, innit? See what happens. I'd keep him in, but that's just me.
Is that because he's flew Is that because he's flew into the country specifically and you feel like he deserves his full rights?
Yeah. He flew into the country for 4 minutes of work.
Pico and Sam are very
Them
close.
two are very close. I'll get 2 or 3. The tapes rise head for it, number 13. Away we go. The Tigers have got there first, and it's now a 5-1 to Sheffield, which is just what they needed. And now the two Lions boys look to come underneath. Josh Pickering, it's Jack Holder that has the lead now. Pico in third, with Sam looking to come up underneath him. And now Max Rick's got around the outside there of Jack Holder. It's a 3-3 as it stands, and this would do Leicester a world of good. This, although Jack is very, very close here to Max in front. Sam's at the back, but I think Max Strick's got this one now all but in the bag, and it's going to be a tight Heat 14, although it's very, very close there. What can Pico do? Pico's looking to go up the inside there of Jack. Jack just says, "You're not coming through, pal. I'm going to have a go at him." So we've got one lap left to go in this race. Frick's there out in front. He's been pressured all the way by Jack Holder. Frick goes wide. Holder to the inside. Holder's got him there. Beautiful right there from Jack Holder. And now what can Max Frick do as he come round? Turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Pico's all but there as well. And that's a 4-2 to Sheffield. And the tie is still alive.
Sam Masters back to normal there. And it was always going to be one of them was going to benefit, and Pico just had his shoulder over Sam. It was never going to be Sam that benefited from that. Good ride from Jack Holder, who's definitely up for this one. That makes it a bit interesting as well.
Why have they said the 3-3 when I've got a 4-2 written down?
Nah, Jack Holder's definitely got the win there.
They've changed it now. They've changed it.
And it's just been the case again for Leicester. One of their Heat leaders going missing at the wrong time. Jack Holder and Pico, to be fair, looked quick in that one though. And the result of Heat number 13 was a win for the rider in white, Jack Holder, second in red, Max Frick, and third in yellow, Josh Pickering. 2 points to Leicester, 4 to Sheffield, and it's now 85 points to 82 on aggregate. Pressure on Carl Elworth in this next one, I think. And they absolutely will not leave Magic in this now.
I don't think they do.
I don't know what Sam...
But
Sam
then,
lifts his head up. What's he doing there? He lifts his head up. That was over from the start for Masters.
He wanted... Sam wanted a restart with how close Pico was to him.
To be fair, Sam was the one who was on the... Pico was miles in his box. Sam was the one who was hanging over gate 3.
Pico wasn't in the wrong there.
Nah, Sam was.
That was a bloody fantastic race.
Good race, that, yeah. Leicester's offered up some decent racing all season. Good move by Max here. But you just felt Holder had the speed advantage over Max. Max just didn't know where to put the bike, did he?
No. It was quite the intelligent ride there from Jack, to be honest.
Max should have probably covered the inside on that last lap on 1 and 2. As expected. What? Anders Rowe replaces Joy Etheridge.
How?
What?
What does Jai need to do?
Honestly, Joy needs to stick 2 fingers up at steady and say, what do I need to do for you, you teat? He's got 5 and a bonus from 3 rides. What does he need to do? Good Lord almighty. I feel really bad for Joy. I hope that Magic comes stone bloody last as well. What has he got to do? Oh, my God, what has he got to do? I can't actually believe that.
I can.
Dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
If I was Joy Etheridge, I'd be storming around that pitch, throwing everything I could at steady, saying, what do I need to do? This fella who's on 2 points and has come in as a guest and has looked crowd 3 and 1, sorry, because he got a paid second for Luke Becker's chain going when he was somewhere near the car park, and now all of a sudden he keeps his spot, and Reggie, who's on paid 6, can't come in. I don't get it.
Fun, isn't it?
Come on, Leicester. Put Sheffield out. Give Sour Face Steady something to moan about.
So,
Anders sits in the most uncomfortable position on that bike, don't he? I wish my body could bend in them kind of directions, but I've got this thing called fat stopping it.
Fat Lives Matter.
T-shirt coming soon. Heat number 14, gate 1 in blue, Drew Kemp. Gate 2 in white, somehow, Matt Sayanovsky. Gate 3 in red, Carl Howarth. Gate 4 in yellow, Anders Rowe. Pressure on Howarth here. And Kyle's not prone to, not completely immune to twitching at the start. When the pressure's on, he's going to need to sit still here.
Yeah, Kyle, if you're listening, pal, sit still, mate.
Jimmy, oh dearie dear. I don't think anyone can believe this. What's dead? And Magic may come out and win it. You never know. But I don't get it.
I've just got that gut feeling. Magic's going to be like the Polish Paco and just go out and blitz seat 14.
Frickin' Dougie are looking very nervous. Dead looks like he ain't got a clue what's going on. He must have been to the pub.
Dead don't have a clue what's going on when he's sober. Anyway, the tapes rise then for 8.14. Magic's only gonna got there, and Kyle now round the outside there. Can he do it? Drew Kemp looking to go up the inside there. I told you Magic could be all right in 8.14, and now Anders has stormed up the inside here with Drew Kemp. Now what can Kyle Howarth do? He's got his sights set on Magic Yudowski, and this is massive for Sheffield in the context of the tie. And Drew's putting a bit of pressure here on Anders there in third, and now Kyle looking to go round the outside here of Magic Janoski. Magic sticks his leg out. Kyle round the outside. No, Drew said Magic says, "Oh, not coming through, pal." Man, now it's Anders that looks very, very settled there in third, and Magic, sorry, has really got to have eyes in the back of his head as they come into the final lap then of heat number 14. The tie's not over yet, folks, as Magic's riding a very conservative line here. Kyle's trying absolutely everything to get round him, trying to come round the outside here. Then he cut back up the inside. It's not quite worked out. And Magic gets there, and this tie is far from over.
Dear, oh dear, oh dear. And Magic's probably just saved Steady's bacon there, but he, for me, still shouldn't have been in it. But all of a sudden, for me now, Leicester have screwed this. They've not took advantage when they needed to take advantage. And Sheffield have got Gates in 15 as well. Heat 14 was won by the rider in white, Matt Sayanovsky, second in red, Carl Howarth, and third in yellow, Anders Rowe. 2 points to Leicester, 4 to Sheffield, and it's now 44 points to 40 on the night and 87 points to 86 on aggregate. Who do Leicester put in here? I presume they're going to have Gates 2 and 4, mate. Although Gate 2's working, it worked for Magic there.
It's going to be interesting. Who does Sheffield put in with Jack?
Jack Holder and Pico, surely. Pico, you could maybe make an argument for Magic after that one. Although it didn't look overly fast. Anders, maybe. I think he'll be Pico. I think the obvious two is Jack and Pico. All they need is a heat advantage of some kind. It'll be Max Frick. Maybe Ryan Douglas. I think probably that's the way Stuart Dixon will go. Do you reckon? Carl's being interviewed, so I don't think it'll be him.
Yeah, but TNT go for a break after this, don't they?
I don't know. Imagine going for a break just before the last race. Very quickly, actually, while we think about it, nominate a rider of the night, boss.
Oh, Dry Etheridge.
And I will go with Kyle. If anyone's watching, we've got 31 people watching. Just comment in the chat whether your rider of the night would be Joy Etheridge or Kyle Howarth, and we'll reveal the winner of that one after heat number 15. If I were a betting man, I'd say it will be Frick and Douglas versus Holder and Pickering.
I can tell you the lineup for 8:15 because it's on BSN.
Has it gone on BSN already? Frick, what's
Frick Masters versus the Holders.
Oh.
The only thing that hasn't been determined is the gates.
I don't get it. What? Oh God! Jimmy's gone for Kyle. Christopher Holder on 4 points and 2 last places gets 8:15. Neither. Kemp's not up for debate. Kemp, although has been in and about it, still only finishes with 5 points from 5 rides.
I get 6.
However, from winning, it might be 6. I might have miscalculated one.
I don't know.
3. You wouldn't say yeah, did you? My three looks like a 2.
Very good. At least you're on it.
He's still only on 6 points from 5 rides. Started well, but he's not quite been there since.
And Jay Etheridge is on that. Well, Jay Etheridge is on basically that from half the rides.
Yeah, Kemp's not even up for debate on this one. He's done well enough, but he's not up for debate on this one.
He has been the unsung hero, to be fair, of the Leicester team. He's scored the minor points.
But it all means nothing if Sheffield get a heat advantage here. Plus, Kemp has the advantage of beating Chris Alder, although to be fair, looking at Alder's score, most of the Leicester team have beat Chris Alder tonight.
Yeah,
it's a strange one. I don't understand it. Do not understand it.
Has the ref pressed the wrong button on his spreadsheet?
I don't understand the Sam Masters one either, I'll be honest.
I think Kyle's been more deserving of 8-15 than Sam.
Kyle can be twitchy as well, though. Sam will sit still more often than not. Kyle can be twitchy. Last thing Leicester need is a rider getting disqualified for touching the tapes.
It's hard to race for. Suppose they've only really gone for Jack and Chris because they're the two that'll have the most experience in the big heat scenarios. Because let's be honest, Pico hasn't had this experience in the big heats because he's ridden for Edinburgh.
And then the year Pico doesn't ride for Edinburgh to get through to the playoffs and take a 14-point lead to Ashfield on Friday.
Pico was the problem all along, folks. If Redcar gets called off on Friday, I might watch that.
Redcar should be okay. Weather everywhere looks decent enough for this weekend into the weekend. Saying some fire in the background. Or someone's got really strong central heating.
Well, to be fair, Mush, that looks like the leisure centre. It's maybe, because of where it is, it's maybe just somebody having a very zesty cigarette.
It is more than
but
possible.
Leicester.
It's more than possible.
Exactly.
Whatever happens in this, Sheffield cannot leave this disappointed because they've put in their best performance this year at Leicester at the right time.
Yeah. So the state.
Every time Leicester looked like they were going to pull clear, that misfortune for Becker in 10 now all of a sudden becomes decisive. Had he held on for that, they'd be through now.
Exactly.
It's literally that difference. That 5-1 turning into a 3-all.
Chris Alder, though.
But we said this about Magic in the last one, and you had a feeling he'd go and win it, and he did. Will Noddy do the same?
I'll be honest with you, Bush. I ain't got a gut feeling about this one.
Have you not? No gut feelings on Noddy?
I'll be honest with you, I'm just glad that this meeting's gone right down to the wire.
Super Heath. There won't be. There's no chance of it, is there, unless there's a dodgy score?
What was it? 46, 43. Sheffield need a 3-2, and then we've got a Super Heat. And let's be honest, the way this meeting's gone, that is possible.
Jimmy says Lions to pull it off. I don't know. Leicester know that all they need is the 3 points. They don't need a heat advantage. If somebody gets in front, they can just hold on to it. There's no need to team ride it. Whereas Sheffield do need to team ride.
I am sensing something now in this heat.
What's that then? The end of the meeting?
I'm sensing we're going to have some carnage.
You got a feeling?
I've got just got a slight gut feeling.
It was wrong. It was completely wrong. The actual lineup is Max Frick, Ryan Douglas, Jack Holder, Josh Pickering. Ref had made a mistake.
God's bloody ruining. Thanks, Griffin.
Oh, God. One rider being wrong I can understand, but two... But it's probably closer to what we expected to happen now. Wouldn't have got this if it was Dave Waters.
Wouldn't have got this with the trudge bull.
What if the trudge bull is the ref for the first leg here week after next?
Then we will deal with her in our most appropriate manner and write our complaints on social media.
John
Sheffield
won the
are off 1 and
Lions.
3.
Daniel would be straight up shootout if it wasn't for the 5-0 to Leicester and 14 at Sheffield.
Yeah, Sheffield are off 1 and 3.
As expected, so that means Max Fricky's off 2 and Dougie's off 3. Isn't working though, but Pico did get the better of Sam Masters. But Ryan Douglas is a little bit different to Sam Masters.
Yeah.
But you've got to
He's a little
favour
bit
Jack
more
Holder off gate 1.
unwilling.
Surely you favour Jack off gate 1.
We know what Matt can do around here.
I do think the lookers evened itself out. Sheffield felt hard done by E14 up at Sheffield with the double exclusion, but then Luke Becker's chain went whilst Leicester were on a clear 5-1 to make it a 3-all, so it has balanced itself out a little bit.
I think, right.
It's Dougie off gate 2, Max goes off 4. So the ref still got that wrong. Now he swapped it wrong. Oh my God.
I'm not altering that part of my programme now.
Griffin's had a mare here.
The Leicester fans look quite nervous. The Sheffield fans are having a party.
They've silenced doubters tonight. Whatever happens in this last race, they've silenced the doubters.
What do you reckon? How would you feel if we had a double exclusion here and you had a Jack Holder versus Ryan Douglas race off?
Up the Dugger, make himself an era.
He did that much 2 years ago. He said, I don't want to do it for Leicester.
The lineup of Heat 15, this is massive. Sheffield need a heat advantage of any kind to go through. Leicester need a 3-all or better. Gate number 1 in white, Jack Holder has been bloody fantastic tonight. Gate 2 in red, Ryan Douglas. Gate 3 in yellow, the captain of the Tigers, Josh Pickering. Gate 4 in blue, the captain of the Lions, Max Frick. Magitinowski's well at home with that Sheffield jacket on. Could that be a sign of things to come on his nice 6-point odd average that he's now on?
Maybe the jacket is quite nice and warm and it's just...
It's got no bloody sleeves on it.
Well, that's what we've got Kevlar's for.
You got a point.
And a top on top.
There were the nerves in this one. Right, on the spot. Who goes through?
Sheffield.
I'll go Leicester then. One of us will be right, one of us will be wrong.
One of us will be right, the other will be big.
Unless it's me and then we forget you ever said that.
Yeah, basically. So, Doug is also not used to these high pressure races. He's ridden for Scuddy.
You have a point.
Right, so heat 15 or heat number 30 in the by the stand, she walks away. The tapes have risen, away we go. And it's the two Sheffield boys that got Doug is down.
Jack sent Dougie
Douglas
for
is
the
down.
burger. Jack clouted straight into Ryan Douglas there.
I hate to ask you this because you've got to give me a bollocking here. Where did it happen?
It's first turn. He does it, you can clearly see there's contact. Dougie's hit his hand there as well, looks a touch knocked about. This will be the angle we need. Jackie's angling right out towards gate 2. Dougie's on his line. Yeah, cleans him out. That's all full back.
There's a little bit of both. Jack's going, but Dougie's also trying to cut to the inside, so
No,
both.
Dougie's on his line. Dougie's not diverted anywhere. He's just going straight.
That isn't all. That's a classic
That's all
all
full
back.
back.
If I've ever
All
seen.
down. Right, off to the phone. Steady, quad. Jack was clearly head there. Can wipe him out all he wants. Exclude him. You called it. You said there'd be carnage.
Gut feeling's not wrong tonight, Mush.
Tis Sonic, isn't it? Is that Dan Thompson in there in his Ipswich stuff?
Probably.
Anders Rowe running round, refuelling the Sheffield boys' bike. Sheffield had gated. Max Frick had missed it as well. Ryan Douglas is walking back. probably just brought his team a little bit of time to sort the bike out.
Yeah, it's a classical Speedway thing to do.
Although
But Dougie Pal, if you're listening, we've got beds to go to.
has he got one of them air vests on? Because he looks a bit
Yeah.
plump under those kevies.
Are you trying to say the greatest Goody #1 ever looks a little bit fat?
He does from this
To be fair,
the side view.
It's not as fat as Dixon. Hey?
From that side view, he just looked a tad wee bit plump. Leon's gone to check
I
if
think we
Dougie's
should have the
alright.
match race of the century. They're good mates.
Yeah,
Talking to Dougie, if you've got
Karen?
Talking to Dougie, if you've got enough or better to do on Saturday afternoon, get yourself to Leicester for Dougie's testimonial and you buy me a beer.
You went Robocop then.
I think Dougie's
Test
chain
about.
might have gone as well.
I think he got knocked off by the contact.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, we can hear you now. You're not Robo Palmer anymore. Just has a couple of moments to regain his composure. He will be in the rerun. I think it's all 4 back. There's nothing come up to say there's any exclusions, and we are waiting, so I'd suspect it's all 4 back.
Nothing on BS updates. My joke with the mistakes that Peter Griffiths made on this. I'm not surprised.
Josh Pickering will be disqualified for making a gate. 2-point Tom going for a sprint down the pits there
British
after
Speedway,
Picker.
innit?
It is. Becker in his toolbox, looking for something for Dougie. Fresh goggles, maybe. He's handed him something. Fresh gloves. It looked like he damaged one of his gloves because his hand took a bit of a whack.
If Luke Becker's going in your toolbox, you're knackered.
I think they're Becker's gloves he's just gave Dougie.
What a nice team, man.
There's a
Hopefully
lot of
it doesn't bring
team.
Dougie the same look, but Luke Becker.
There's a lot of team atmosphere in the Leicester camp. Go back to, there was this when all these boys were at Wolves together. They're at a new team altogether, but there's a lot of them that have raced together in a team for multiple years, and so you just move it on to another place, but you keep the camaraderie going.
Yeah, 100%. Hello, Penny.
This is a bit dramatic, innit?
Told you there'd be carnage, but
Just a wee bit dramatic, this. Reggie's just trying to pretend Steady's not there. It's just like, no, he took me out on my last ride for what much?
yeah, exactly. Chef could have been on the drive to put Jay in one of the other races.
Point. Same 4 riders, same 4 gates. Take 2.
Does Max Frick become the hero Leicester fans say he is, or does he do a Max Frick and bottle it?
You sticking with Sheffield?
I'm sitting on the fence for this one. My gut feeling can't decide anymore.
You've had your carnage, you're giving your gut feeling a break now, are you?
Yeah.
We will have to
I'm
wrap.
one of these that don't really care who goes through.
We will have to
But I
wrap
can feel
pretty
some
much
butterflies now.
straight at the end of this as well. So it'll be 15, final score. We'll wrap it up then. Because obviously you got back late from
man.
Workington last night, and we got beds to go to.
Yeah, and this bed has never looked more gorgeous in its life.
How was the bed at the hotel in Workington?
It was all right, apart from the fact it wasn't against the wall, so I ended up rolling and nearly fell off it about 3 times a night.
Class. None of the Leicester boys could watch.
But I did fall through it this time.
That's a result.
Got a point. So here we go then. Big 815. They don't come much bigger than this. Start Marshall walks away. The tapes fly away. We go. The Sheffield boys are virtual. Well, Max Frick's got there first, but it's Jack Alder there in second. Douglas is going to be the hero at the minute in third place. And Dougie now looking to come round the outside of Jack. Dougie goes wide. And does that allow Pickering through? Not quite. Dougie's going to be the third place hero here for the Leicester Lions. No, he's not, because he's made a mistake. And Josh Pickering's through, but Max Frick is that far ahead. He's going to be the hero. And Douglas now back up the inside here of Josh Pickering, and Pickering back up the inside here of Dougie. This is a good race, this, and Leicester's going to go through anyway by one solitary point. As Max Strick's got the lead, barring any form of slips, trips, falls, and mechanical failures. It's going to be the Lions versus the Witches in the grand finale. As we've got 1 lap left to go, then can Max Strick keep this going for just another half a lap? Who's known for bottling big rides. This is going to be the biggest ride he hasn't bottled. Of fair play to him. He's the man that's sending the Lions through to the final.
Simon Stead, how were you feeling now after that E14 decision that you so richly moaned about? The 1 point makes the difference. Oh dear.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
I don't think we've heard the end of Mr. Dave Waters and Simon Stead. Good ride from Max Frick, did what he needed to do. Dougie was there or thereabouts, kept the Sheffield pairing distracted long enough for Max to just clear off, and he knew what he needed to do, get his nut down, clear off. Is there going to be handshakes? They're notoriously Jack Alder's difficult with opposition, but it seems like Max looked at him and they acknowledged each other. Max Frick will probably get the bumps here, but yeah, brilliant for Max for Leicester. Drew Kemp there with Max. He's played a massive part in this, and as you say, it's Leicester versus Ipswich in the final. But Leicester need to be better than this against Ipswich. And I'm now going to say it. It's me versus you in the final, with me backing Leicester and you an Ipswich supporter because of Adam and your best pal. Jack Alder and Max Frick do shake hands.
Yeah, I think when all is said and done, they're all pals at the end of the day, aren't they?
They're friends on track, but once it's over,
right?
You know, you'd shake hands. Everything's good. Will Cairns there.
Will Cairns at the track that his dad owns? Never.
Right, we'll wrap it up if you want to quickly read through the scorers, and then we'll wrap for the evening.
So, for the victorious Leicester Lions, Max Strick scored 12 and 1. Luke Beckett 6 and a bonus. Ryan Douglas 8. Kyle Howarth 9. Sam Masters 6. Drew Kemp 6. Joe Thompson failed to score. For Sheffield, there, Jack Alder 10. Leon Flynn failed to score. Chris Alder 4. Magic Janoski 6 and a bonus. Josh Pickering 8 and a bonus. Anders Road 10. Jai Etheridge 5 and a bonus.
You've got a fan club. You got some support. Jimmy, cheers guys. 100%. Winnie, good work fellas. 100%. YouTube comments lady. Fab job guys. Mush and mush. 100%.
100% t-shirts coming too.
Yeah, fuck you, Penny. Do you want to wrap us up, Mush?
Yeah, Penny. So that was Leicester versus Sheffield. I've been Dan. He's been Dylan. That was dramatic. We'll see you on Wednesday. Have a pleasant Tuesday.